Newcastle have been tipped to bring in Michail Antonio as part of a three-striker swoop to replace Liverpool target Alexander Isak. Toon fans must be exhausted by the ongoing Isak saga along with their consistent failures in the transfer market. Eddie Howe's side have already missed out on major striking options such as Liverpool's Hugo Ekitike and soon-to-be Man United forward Benjamin Sesko. As their Swedish star continues to train away from the squad over his uncertain future given his desire to leave the club, the Magpies must arrange a backup plan to replace him. One player who could be easy to bring into St. James Park to fill the 25-year-old's void is Michail Antonio after he left West Ham on a free following his contract expiration this summer. West Ham are considering to offer Antonio a contract extension. Michail Antonio becomes an option despite not being a sexy name. Discussing the ongoing Isak saga with an aggrieved Newcastle fan, Troy Deeney weighed in on how the club can resolve their depleted striker position. The former Watford forward suggested, "I'd love to see Newcastle to go and sign 2 or 3 strikers, maybe not the sexy names. I'm not pushing for this, but you know somebody like a Michail Antonio, that you can put as a backup that you know no matter what after the Champions League games I can throw him in, he'll be solid and he'll get you the goals." I could see him, Eddie Howe, doing something like that, getting a young, talented one and then Antonio as a backup. Given he recovered from his car accident and featured for Jamaica at the CONCACAF Gold Cup in June, the 35-year-old would be available to play ahead of the upcoming season. Deeney proposed Antonio as a short-term alternative up front for the Magpies. Newcastle shouldn't be so desperate to dip to Michail Antonio levels, Football Insider verdict. Understandably, after many disappointments in the transfer window, the Toon may settle for any striker they can get their hands on. However, I think stooping as low as a bang out of form Antonio is a step too far. Prior to his tragic car accident in December 2024, the 35-year-old had only scored 1 goal and 15 appearances in the 2024-25 season. The previous 2 campaigns have seen the Jamaican's age catch up with him after being a regular 10 to 14 goals a season kind of man. If Howe reaches the end of August without Isak and only with Willie Osella to rely on through the middle, then an emergency deal to get the ex-Nottingham Forest man makes sense. But based on his recent form, I would strongly advise the Newcastle hierarchy to steer well clear of the former Hammers number 9. Times are hard on Tyneside currently, but I would imagine that the Newcastle fans would be outraged if Antonio walked through their doors as the only striker signing this summer.